right, let's get right into it. If you're an empath, you know this is a journey that is, well, it's not for the faint of heart. From a young age, you carry this pure, almost innocent energy that just makes people feel safe and seen. But here's the catch. That very same light can act like a mirror, exposing the emptiness in others. And that, unfortunately, can turn you into a target. Today, we're going to break down the 4 stages of this exact journey, from being that target to becoming absolutely unbreakable.
And this quote, it just nails it, doesn't it? The very core of who you are as an empath, that inner light, it's totally a double-edged sword. On one hand, it has this incredible power to heal and to draw people in. But on the other, it can provoke and challenge those who are, let's say, living in the dark. So this really sets up the central conflict we're digging into today, the empath's paradox. Your light can bring so much peace to good, kind-hearted people, but for someone who's hiding their own darkness, that light feels like an unbearable spotlight. It forces them to confront everything they lack, and they do not like that. Okay, let's start at the very beginning. Stage 1, the inborn light. Now, this is super important to understand. For an empath, this light isn't a skill you learn or a personality trait you develop. No, it's like your factory setting. It's this pure, intrinsic energy you are born with. And I love how this breaks it down. We're not talking about some big, dazzling, look-at-me kind of light. It's more of a deep, quiet warmth. It's an energy that makes people feel instantly safe, seen, and understood. And you don't even have to try. It's just who you are. This authentic, pure sensitivity to the world around you. And here's that paradox in action. Your light basically acts like a filter. Good, sincere people, they're drawn to it like moths to a flame. They feel peace, they recognize your sincerity, they trust you, sometimes instantly. But for those who operate in deceit or who are carrying around a lot of inner darkness, wow, that same light feels like a threat. It exposes their lies and forces them to see their own emptiness, and they resent you for it. This, of course, leads us to what is often the most painful part of the journey, stage 2, spiritual starvation. This is where the narcissist, who was initially drawn to your light, flips a switch. They reveal their true nature and begin this calculated, soul-crushing attack aimed right at your core. So the attack kicks off with this classic bait and switch. First, they idealize you. They put you on a pedestal, making you feel more seen and cherished than ever before. But once they have your trust, the mask drops. Suddenly, all that admiration turns into biting criticism. That care becomes control, and you're left completely confused and hurt, just trying to figure out how to get back to the way things were in the beginning. And let's be clear, the goal here isn't just to hurt you, it's to break you. The narcissist launches this whole campaign designed to make you lose your sense of self. They'll take your goodness and twist it into a weakness. They'll mock your kindness. They'll use that cold, punishing silence or those little cutting remarks that hit right at your deepest insecurities. Their ultimate goal? To extinguish your light by molding you into a shadow of themselves. Now, even though this stage feels like it's designed to completely destroy you, it's not. Think of it like a forge. This intense, unbearable pain, it's a test. It's the fire that's going to determine whether you break under all that pressure or if you emerge as something far, far stronger, tempered by the trial itself. And you know, that forging process, it leads directly to this huge turning point, stage 3, the awakening. This is the moment where, after enduring so much, you finally reach a breaking point and realize you cannot sacrifice your own soul for someone else any longer. And this moment, it's usually not some loud, dramatic explosion. It's more like a quiet click deep inside your mind. It's a moment of just profound exhaustion and sudden clarity, where you finally realize you've given enough. You've compromised enough. It was never about you not being enough. It was about them never having the capacity to love in the first place. So what's the key tool you discover in this stage? Boundaries. And I absolutely love this definition. Boundaries are not about building walls to shut everyone out. No, they're like fences around the garden of your soul. They don't stop the good stuff from growing inside, but they sure do stop just anyone from coming in and trampling all over it. And this awakening brings about this incredible shift in your entire mindset. Suddenly, saying no isn't selfish, it's an act of survival. You start craving real depth and truth in your connections. You find that stillness and nature become your medicine. You finally let go of that desperate need to please everyone, and you realize that protecting your own inner peace,
That is the most important job you have.
And this brings us to the final transformation. This is the summit of the mountain you've been climbing. Stage 4, the awakened self. This is where you become this new, unshakable version of yourself. Still compassionate, oh yes, but now you're also incredibly wise. And right here, this is where you see the ultimate power shift. The narcissist's old tricks, they just don't work anymore. The silent treatment used to make you doubt your own worth, right? Now you just feel peace in the quiet. When they try to provoke you, you don't get emotional. You just respond with calm. And smear campaigns, you no longer feel that frantic need to prove your innocence because you know your truth. And that is all that matters. And this is maybe the biggest realization of all. Your victory isn't about fighting back. It's not about getting revenge. The greatest revenge is simply your own peace. You living a happy, calm, fulfilled life without them. That is the one thing they cannot stand, because it proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that they were never the source of your light or your worth. And this number, it really says it all. After walking through that fire, after awakening to your own strength, the amount of power they hold over you is exactly this: 0. A big fat 0. You've seen through all the games. You can no longer be controlled. So look, you've walked through the hell of manipulation, and you've come out the other side with your heart not just intact, but stronger than it ever was before. The cycle is over. The maze is behind you. Your freedom is right here, right now. So the only question left is, what are you going to build with it?